Hi there. Can I help you find something? That's so fun. You want to learn how to play guitar? Yay! But you don't know anything about guitars? That's fine. I can totally help you find something. So if you don't know anything about guitars, I'm assuming that means you don't know what kind of guitar you want? Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. Do you know what kind of music you want to play? Okay, more like acoustic, folky music? Or you want to sing along? Okay. So a guitar that you can play by yourself and sing along. You're not going to be joining any rock bands? Okay. So I would recommend learning on an acoustic guitar, because that way you can hear yourself better. Even if you did want to eventually play electric guitar, I wouldn't recommend it for learning, just because you can't really hear it out loud. You would have to plug into an amp, and that's noisy if you don't really know how to play, So I would recommend either an acoustic or a hollow body electric. Do you have a preference? You're not planning on ever playing an electric guitar? Okay. So yeah, definitely recommend an acoustic guitar, especially for folk music and, like you said, for just playing along while you sing. I definitely recommend an acoustic guitar. Does that sound good? Okay. Let me go find a recommendation and I'll bring it back and show you, okay? Okay, so I brought an option that I think would be really good to learn on. So this is a Mitchell acoustic guitar. It is just kind of the most classic kind of acoustic guitar. But I like this one specifically because it's pretty. It's this pretty black color, and then it has this pearl, kind of pearlescent rainbow circle. So you can see it's kind of pretty. But yeah, I think the black color is just very like classy, and the pearl is just a pretty touch. But other than that, it's just a classic acoustic guitar. No bells and whistles, nothing special. It's just a classic acoustic guitar. It has 6 strings, of course. It's a 6-string. It has black pegs and a dark wood pegboard. Yeah, I think it's just pretty. I think the black and the dark wood is just nice and classy and classic. Would you want to play and try it out? See how it sounds? Oh, you don't know how to play? Do you want me to play something so you can see how it sounds? Okay. Okay, let's see. directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable. In the end, it's right. I hope you've had the time of your life. Okay, so that's what the guitar sounds like. Yeah, it's just a great starter acoustic guitar. What do you think? Obviously, we have other colors, other wood types. You can get a natural wood finish or, different colors. What do you think? You like this one? I thought so. See, I saw you, and I love your outfit, by the way, and I love your style. And I thought they would really appreciate an all black guitar, you know? It's just like your vibe. Like, your vibe is immaculate, and also I feel like matches this. You agree? Good. I'm glad I got you. Okay, awesome. So, you will be taking this guitar, this beautiful acoustic Mitchell. Would you want would you want a case to carry it home in? And also, it means you can carry it other places too, like if you want to travel with it or just like bring it to a friend's house to jam with them or something. Having a case is really good. Yeah? Okay. Let me get you a case then, okay? Okay, so I would recommend getting a soft case like this. This is just, again, a classic black one. It is soft, so when the guitar is out of it, you can fold it up and put it away. You can also get hard cases. Those are better probably if you're going to be traveling a lot and you really want to make sure your guitar doesn't get, scuffed or hit on anything. You want to make sure that you have a hard case. But if you're more casual about traveling and you just want a case to carry it around, and mostly your guitar will be living outside of the case, I would recommend a soft body. So this one, classic black, it has this pocket in the front. Where you can put various accoutrements, guitar accoutrements. And on the back, it has a strap, so you can carry it on your back or on your shoulder, like a crossbody bag. Yeah, it's very nifty for carrying it around, but then you can also take the strap off if you want to do that. Because there's also a handle if you want to carry it horizontally in your hand. So there's both of those. A shoulder strap and a hand strap. So very easily carried, which is nice. This guitar isn't very heavy, honestly. I think you don't need a super heavy duty case to carry it. But it's nice to have these like easy handles. So yeah, again, we have different colors, different styles of cases, but it sounded like you were a more casual player, so I would recommend something simple like this. Yeah? Okay, awesome. So I will ring your guitar up and then put it in this case so that you can take it home. Sound good? Okay, awesome. Okay, so you have a guitar, you have a case. Would you want anything else, like capo maybe? Oh, you don't know what that is? That's okay. Here, let me show you, okay? So this is a capo. Looks like some sort of medieval torture device. Do you know any music theory? A little bit, like the basics. Do you know what transposition means? No, that's okay. Do you know what a key is in music? Like if I would say we're playing a song in the key of C, would you know what that means? Yeah? Okay, great. So, let's say you're playing a song. So you want to play and sing along, right? So let's say you're playing a song in the key of E, right? And you realize that it's just a little too low for your voice. So you want to play the song a little bit higher so that you can sing a little bit higher, so that's not too low for your voice, right? So what you would do is you would transpose the song, meaning you would change from the key of E to a different key. So let's say it's only a half step too low, right? So you would transpose the song from the key of E to the key of F. So for other instruments, to transpose, you would have to basically change all of the notes that you're playing. So if originally in the key of E you were playing an E, then in the key of F you'd be playing an F, right? What's really cool about guitars is, let me show you. So on a guitar, you see these metal lines on the neck here. So these are called frets. And what's really cool about a guitar is that each fret is a half step. So if you're playing like this open string is an E, right? But if you press down on the first fret, now it's an F. It went up one half step. You press down on the second fret, now it's an F sharp. G, G sharp, etc. So what a capo is really good for is it clips to your guitar on the fret that you want to transpose to, and it holds down all of the strings for you. So let's say you want to move your song up a half step. You would put your capo on the first fret, and that moves all of the strings up a half step. So that means you can keep playing exactly what you were playing before in the key of E, except now when you play it, it'll be in the key of F. Isn't that super cool? So I would highly recommend getting a capo as a beginner because you probably won't want to learn a bunch of different chord forms, and so having a capo makes it really easy. You just have to learn all the open chords, and then you can transpose it to whatever key you want. Yeah? Sounds cool? Yeah, I know that was a lot of information. I'm sure you'll learn all of this again when you learn how to play, but I just think it's a really cool thing about guitar that isn't true for any other fretless instruments. Yeah, isn't it cool? I think so. Yeah, I think it makes like learning music theory really easy, right? Or maybe not even learning music theory, like avoiding music theory. Because instead of having to transpose, you can just move up a fret. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna take a capo? Okay, awesome. I'll put it in your guitar case. Okay, is there any other guitar stuff you want? Like maybe a pick? Okay, let me show you what picks we have. Okay, so picks are super fun because they come in all sorts of colors and designs and thicknesses. So I have this yellow one. This is a 0.73 millimeter pick, and it has a cute little turtle on it. Okay, and then I have this pick. It's black and blue and white and red, and you probably can't see it, but it's actually thinner than the yellow one. So yes, you can get picks for their color and how cute they are, but you should also think about what kind of sound you want to make. So a thicker pick will make a different sound than a thinner pick. So I would recommend buying a couple thicknesses and figuring out which sound you like the best. While starting out, you probably only need one. I would say one and a backup because you'll definitely lose one. But yeah, once you get more into it, I would recommend trying a couple different thicknesses and seeing how you like it. And you don't even have to use a pick. Like Brian May, the guitarist of Queen, famously used a 10p coin. He never used a pick. Yeah, like an English dime, basically. Yeah, isn't that funny? Like one of the biggest bands in the world, the guitar player just used a coin instead of a pick. I think that's a fun, like, individualistic thing you can do if you want to make kind of a different sound, or like have a sound that people instantly are like, oh, that's that player, right? Obviously it's playing style and what guitar you use. I mean, Brian May famously used like a guitar he made in his garage, like, for his whole career. So, but also the type of pick you use. Okay, so like I said, I would recommend getting two. One that you'll play with and one that you'll play with eventually when you lose the first one. Yeah? Does that sound good? Okay. I'll get you two new picks and I'll put them in your bag. Okay. Okay. And then the last piece of equipment that I would recommend you get as a new guitar player are strings and a string cutter and winder. So these are just a pack of 6 strings These are light gauge, which I would recommend for a beginner because your fingers are going to get pretty sore pretty fast and a little cut up maybe. So lighter gauge strings have a kind of a weaker sound, but they're easier to play on. So if you don't super care about quality of sound, which I don't think you do right now as a beginner, then I would recommend lighter gauge strings. And these are D'Addario, which is a good brand. These are specifically for acoustic guitar. And they say these are 80/20 bronze, deep, bright, and projecting tone. So basically, when you play for a while, or if you tune your strings too tight, your strings get weak and then they can break. So I would recommend getting extra strings now so that when they do break eventually, you have extra on hand and you don't have to like wait to get new ones, because it's gonna happen eventually, I promise you. So I would recommend these for you for your acoustic guitar and as a beginner. Okay, and then this is a cutter and winder. So when you are changing your strings, first you have to cut the old ones, because the probability is that either they'll get really old and dirty and you'll want to take them off, or one string will break and you'll have to replace all of them. You should probably replace all of them if one of them breaks. So you can cut them with this, and then you put the string on, and along the pegs at the end, that's how you have to tighten them. So instead of manually tightening like this, you can put this on and spin it, and it tightens the string for you. And then when you're done, you'll have a lot left over because they make the strings extra long. And so you cut the end off, and then you have your perfect new strings on your guitar. So I would recommend getting one of these along with your new strings. That sounds good? Okay. Oh, you're worried you won't know how to do it? That's fine. If and when your string breaks, you can bring it on into me. I can show you how to change the strings for the first time, totally free of charge, of course, and then you'll know how to do it for next time. Yeah? Sounds good? Okay. Awesome. So I'll put this pack of strings and this cutter in your guitar case. Okay? Okay. Okay, here you go. Here's your guitar in its case. Oh, of course. It was so fun to help you today. Yeah, if you need anything else, please come in again. I love helping people, find guitars and change their strings if they need and all that stuff. Yeah, no problem. I hope you have a fantastic time learning guitar. Come back in and let me know how it goes, yeah? Okay, amazing. I'll see you later then. Bye-bye.